If Oumuamua, the mysterious interstellar object that baffled scientists in 2017, is back, not as part of space fiction, but as a new signal on our telescopes. It was never quite a comet, never quite an asteroid. Its strange movement sparked theories from outgassing to something more exotic. Now, astronomers are tracing fast-moving objects again. Could Oumuamua's return explain them? Or are we looking at something even more unexpected? We're about to dive into what the data really says and why it's more unsettling than any rumor. A quick reminder, what was Oumuamua? Back in October 2017, astronomers in Hawaii spotted something unusual with the Pan-STARRS telescope. It was the first confirmed object from outside our solar system, a visitor from deep interstellar space. They named it Oumuamua, Hawaiian for scout or messenger. But the mystery wasn't just its origin. Its shape was unlike anything we had seen before. Some data suggested it was long and cigar-like. Others pointed to a flat, pancake-like form. Either way, it was extreme compared to the rounder asteroids and comets we're used to. Then came the real puzzle, its motion. Oumuamua sped up as it left the solar system, but without the visible gas jets that normally explain a comet's acceleration. It didn't behave like a comet, yet it wasn't an asteroid either. That's when speculation exploded. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb famously suggested it might be an alien probe, perhaps a piece of extraterrestrial technology drifting through our system. The idea hit mainstream media, sparking endless debate. Most scientists stayed cautious, leaning toward exotic natural explanations. But the truth was, no one had ever seen anything quite like Oumuamua before. The new reports, mysterious signals, and stranger visitors. Just when it seemed the mystery of Oumuamua might finally fade, 2025 brought us something even more perplexing. Earlier this year, astronomers detected a brand new interstellar visitor, 3I/ATLAS, also designated C2025N1. First spotted on July 1st by Chile's ATLAS telescope. This object wasn't just another visitor. It made headlines for being the third confirmed interstellar object ever tracked, following Oumuamua in 2017 and Comet 2I Borisov in 2019. What makes 3I Atlas especially intriguing and somewhat eerie for Oumuamua enthusiasts is how it behaves. It's a comet-like body with a fuzzy coma and tail, but with a trajectory and speed that echo those earlier interstellar intruders. Some people are already wondering, is this somehow related to Oumuamua? Could these sightings be linked in a pattern we still don't understand? Let me be clear, there's no confirmed connection yet. Astronomers are quick to note that it's likely just another rare but natural visitor. 3I/ATLAS is moving at incredible speed, crossing our inner solar system, and then it will slip away again, leaving us to piece together clues about its origin and nature. Still, the timing and similarity are uncanny. Is Oumuamua's return just wishful thinking, or is something deeper at play? A new population of interstellar objects, or even newer physics? Stick with me. Next, we'll explore why these sightings are more than just cosmic coincidences. What makes this terrifying? Here's where things get unsettling. If this really were Oumuamua, we shouldn't be talking about it in 2025. By every calculation, it should be long gone, already tens of billions of miles away, slipping silently into interstellar space, never to be seen again. Its speed and trajectory in 2017 made that clear, so the very idea of seeing it again bends the rules we thought we understood. A return, or even just a redetection, would mean one of two things. Either we were wrong about its path and speed, or Oumuamua isn't behaving like a normal chunk of rock and ice. Both options are unsettling. If its motion was miscalculated, that challenges years of orbital modeling. But if it truly changed course or slowed down in a way that defies natural explanation, that edges us closer to Avi Loeb's controversial theory that this was never just a rock to begin with. And there's a third possibility that's even stranger. Maybe what astronomers are seeing isn't the original Oumuamua at all, but another object that looks and behaves uncannily like it. If that's the case, then Oumuamua wasn't a one-off visitor. It might be part of a population of interstellar objects drifting into our solar system more often than we realized. If multiple Oumuamua-like bodies are entering, then we're not dealing with an isolated anomaly. We're looking at a pattern. That's what makes these new signals so eerie. Either our math is broken, our assumptions are wrong, or there are more of these things out there than we ever dared imagine. Before we jump too far into the unsettling scenarios, it's worth grounding ourselves in the possibilities that don't require aliens. Scientists are carefully running through natural explanations, and there are a few that could make sense. One option is that what's being detected now might be fragments of an interstellar comet. Oumuamua could have broken apart long before it left our neighborhood, would, leaving smaller pieces that followed similar paths. If so, these new detections may simply be the crumbs of a larger cosmic traveler. Another explanation is that this isn't Oumuamua at all, but an unrelated visitor with similar traits. Interstellar objects aren't as rare as we once thought. Oumuamua in 2017, Comet 2 I/Borisov in 2019, and now possibly more in 2025. If multiple such bodies pass through every few years, it's entirely possible this new detection is just the next one in line. Then there are the more subtle forces at play: cosmic radiation, solar heating, or outgassing. The release of gases from within an icy body can nudge an object's trajectory in ways that look mysterious at first. Oumuamua itself had a strange acceleration that many thought couldn't be explained by ordinary physics, but later models suggested outgassing could have done it, even without a visible tail. Finally, there's the idea that the object's course may have been bent by gravitational nudges or unknown forces in interplanetary space. Not something mystical, but something we don't fully model yet, like tiny interactions over millions of miles that add up to unexpected behavior. Each of these possibilities reminds us that space is complicated and our tools are still learning to read it. But if the natural explanations don't fit, that's when the story takes a turn. The alien question, public obsession. Whenever Oumuamua's name comes up, the word alien is never far behind. Back in 2017, the object's strange acceleration, its odd shape, and the fact that it didn't look like any comet we'd seen before led some scientists, and plenty of the public, to wonder if it was something more than natural. Avi Loeb's theory that Oumuamua might be alien technology went mainstream, splashed across headlines, and it still fuels debates today. Now, with new 2025 detections hinting at fast-moving objects that don't neatly fit our categories, the same speculation is exploding online. Conspiracy forums, social media threads, and YouTube videos are already labeling it as proof of returning alien probes or visitors monitoring Earth. The mystery is magnetic. It feeds the idea that we might not be alone. But here's where scientists draw the line. They know the data is unusual, but they don't jump straight to the alien explanation. Instead, they apply the standard rule of science: test every natural cause first. Outgassing, fragmentation, radiation pressure, all of those have to be eliminated before the extraordinary is even considered. That doesn't mean the door is closed. It just means real science is careful, cautious, and patient, while public imagination is fast and loud. Still, the reason the alien idea refuses to die is because of that original anomaly, the unexplained acceleration. If it wasn't outgassing, and if it wasn't gravity alone, then what was pushing Oumuamua along? Until we know for sure, the possibility, no matter how slim, remains on the table. And that tension between science and speculation is exactly why the story keeps pulling people back in. The reason astronomers take Oumuamua and the possibility of its return so seriously is because objects like it could hold answers to some of the biggest questions about the universe. Every interstellar visitor is a messenger from beyond our solar system, carrying material that was formed around another star billions of years ago. By studying its composition, we can learn what interstellar space is actually made of, and whether the same chemistry that built our solar system is common across the galaxy. There's also the question of life. Some scientists believe that icy, rocky bodies wandering between stars may transport the basic building blocks, organic molecules, water-rich minerals, from one planetary system to another. If true, Oumuamua and its cousins could be part of a cosmic delivery service, scattering the seeds of life throughout the Milky Way. On top of that, Oumuamua's behavior challenges the rules we thought we understood about how objects move through space. Its acceleration without a visible tail, its strange shape, and its possible persistence in 2025 all raise the possibility that our models of physics, radiation pressure, and interstellar dynamics are incomplete. Each observation forces us to refine the way we think about gravity, motion, and the origins of planetary systems. In short, these are not just weird rocks flying by. They are tests of our scientific understanding, natural experiments we could never stage ourselves, and perhaps even carriers of something far more profound. That's why the world is watching, and why every new data point could change the story we tell about how life and worlds begin. What astronomers are doing now. Yasmantimi, if there's one thing Oumuamua taught the scientific community, it's that interstellar visitors don't give you much time to react. By the time we spotted it in 2017, it was already racing away, untouchable. That mistake isn't one astronomers want to repeat. Right now, some of the world's largest telescopes are scanning the skies with new urgency, looking for fast-moving objects that don't fit the usual comet or asteroid profile. Surveys like Pan-STARRS in Hawaii and the Vera Rubin Observatory in Chile, once fully online, are designed to sweep enormous patches of sky night after night. The goal is to catch the next Oumuamua early, before it's already disappearing into the void. But ground-based telescopes are only part of the strategy. Space agencies are planning missions specifically to chase these objects down. The European Space Agency's Comet Interceptor, set to launch later this decade, is one of the most ambitious. It will wait in space until a suitable interstellar target appears, then redirect itself for a high-speed intercept, capturing data no Earth-bound telescope could. NASA is also studying ways to give future probes the flexibility to pivot if another Oumuamua-like body shows up. Imagine a spacecraft with extra fuel, ready to change course and pursue an unexpected visitor. It's like preparing a cosmic, quick reaction force, able to chase what we can't predict. The message is clear: Oumuamua was just the beginning. If these mysterious objects are slipping through our solar system more often than we thought, the next time one arrives, astronomers want to be ready to meet it face to face. The big picture: are we being watched? Here's where the story shifts from science into speculation, the part that grabs headlines and keeps people awake at night. If Oumuamua was just an odd space rock, then a second one would simply mean interstellar debris is more common than we thought. But if even part of it was artificial, if it was built rather than born, then spotting another one could change the entire conversation. Think about it. A single anomaly could be dismissed as coincidence, but two or three, that starts to look like a pattern. And patterns suggest intent. Suddenly the idea of natural visitor begins to blur into something stranger: surveillance, probes, or messengers from civilizations older than ours. The unsettling part is how little we'd recognize it if alien technology really passed us by. Would we expect lights, signals, or metallic hulls? What if advanced probes were designed to look like rocks, or were so different from human engineering that we couldn't identify them as artificial at all? Oumuamua's unexplained acceleration already forced scientists to wrestle with that question once. A repeat would only deepen the mystery. Of course, astronomers stress caution. Natural explanations must come first, but even within the scientific community, the possibility lingers at the edges. If another Oumuamua-like object appears, we'll be forced to ask not just what it is, but why it's here. Oumuamua has always been a reminder that the universe doesn't play by our rules. Whether the latest signals turn out to be its return, a new object, or just another cosmic false alarm, one thing is certain: astronomers are now watching the skies more closely than ever. Every new detection adds another piece to the puzzle. The next interstellar visitor could confirm our best theories, or overturn them entirely. Was Oumuamua a one-off mystery, or the first glimpse of a whole population of strange travelers passing through our solar system? Here's the thought to leave you with: what if the first visitor wasn't the last, but just the beginning? What if we're not waiting for one anomaly, but preparing for many? The truth may not be terrifying, but it will almost certainly be stranger than we expect.